After listening to this story, stay tuned for a preview of another episode of American Memories Continued.
As new dreams are born and hopes are lived, so too are American Memories Continued.
American Memories Continued, an original audio series, is brought to you with love and commercial-free by
The Fingerprint Community Global, moved by greater to believe bigger. Advocatus Ecclesiae Publishing, perfecting the distribution of hope.
and by the ongoing monthly support of friends, community members, and sustaining faithful partners like you. Our theme music, Proudly Western, was composed and performed by J. Mann at www.ourmusicbox.com. We're thankful and humbled that you've chosen to tune in regularly for your favorite episodes of American Memories Continued.
Not just stories told, memories lived.
Today's episode is entitled A Girl Named Camille. Let all of your cares go for just a little while. Listen closely. Prepare your heart to be stolen. You now have a front row seat, and this is family time.
American Memories Continued begins now.
Most were so glad that it wasn't them being bullied or ridiculed this time that they chose to turn a blind eye to the troubles of the new girl in school who had transferred over from God knows where. She was just trying to fit in, looking different, visibly shaken, with no friends and no one really stepping up to fill the spot. She was a beautiful young lady, light caramel-colored skin, slightly slanted eyes, and long, flowing dark hair. Not that it meant a whole lot, and I sure didn't carry much clout outside of my circle in school at the time, but I decided to befriend her, being careful not to seem too aggressive, but understanding that every little bit of friendship that you can get helps. I had issues of my own, as most did in school, but everyone could see that she was being treated as though she had landed from outer space. I know. You're thinking that I did it because she was cute. And that may be partially true. But I acted mostly because I was raised right. And helping someone in need, even when you need help yourself, is the right thing to do. For the most part, it didn't matter to me what you looked like or where you came from. If you were cool with me, I was cool with you. The year was 1969. The popular song at the time was 25 Miles to Go by Edwin Starr, and the name of the new girl just happened to be Camille. Oh boy. As if trying to get situated in a new school system wasn't hard enough. She also had to deal with the fact that her name was the same as the hurricane that was tearing its way through people's lives and causing unusually harsh and unwelcomed weather all over the country. Even our area had been severely hit with an ice storm that year. And by the way, for some odd reason, the school that we attended, which was named Tappan, chose not to take those days off that year. And this wasn't her fault, but sometimes childish-minded young people, who I truly believe were taught better, decided to use all of this as a reason to pick on Camille. The teachers saw what was going on, and they did encourage her, and they were attentive. But there were still those who were looking for trouble. As usual, it was only a handful of bad apples, but faculty couldn't be with her every hour of every day. Several weeks went by. The hurricane had done its worst, and even the storm in Camille's life was passing over. I noticed more and more that people were talking to her and taking the time to make her feel welcome. Smiles began to replace the initial panic look that she used to carry on her face. But there's always one, isn't there? Someone with a low self-esteem who just won't let things be. I honestly don't remember the troublemaking young lady's name, but if I did, I'd tell it. After all, names are only supposed to be kept quiet or changed to protect the innocent, right? And she didn't fit into that category at all. Anyway, there was this young lady who had made up her mind to make Camille's semester a living hell. But what she didn't know is that Camille was going to end up giving the bully a different academic lesson of her own. She was about to get schooled. Fights are never a good thing, and I'm sure that you really don't want to hear all of the ugly details. But I will say this: the day that the troublemaker decided to stop mouthing off and actually put her hands on Camille was the day that she will remember for the rest of her life. It was near a water fountain by the lockers, in a hallway not heavily traveled by teachers. That's where the lesson of a lifetime would be taught. And what a lesson it was. Let's just say that Camille lived up to her name and rained a storm on the troublemaker's parade. Let this act as a warning to all bullies and troublemakers that have decided not to live in peace and harmony with others. You may think that someone's afraid of you, or you may even believe that you can beat them in a fight. But for reasons too many to mention in this episode, you are being told loud and clear that what you think isn't the case at all. Everyone involved would surely be much better off just to live and to let others live their lives in peace. You may even find that the person that you have targeted is someone that will need your help later, or that you will need help from somewhere down the road. Exiting the studio, please watch your step. For those who are tuned in, we now return you to your ordinary day. We truly hope that you've enjoyed spending this time with us. Our goal, with your help, is that the American Memories Continued experience grows to become America's new favorite pastime, serving you and your loved ones wherever they are. What did you want to say, young lady? Go ahead.
Make sure to become a fan and a supporting partner and listen to our full episodes.
Click the links below and follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Medium.com, Instagram, and YouTube. And don't forget to give us a thumbs up, leave a comment, and subscribe.
Give American Memories Continued to yourself or to someone that you know. Thank you for listening. Thank you to our veterans for all that you've done for us. And truly, we thank you for your ongoing support.
Until next time, God bless.
God bless you.
And now, a preview from another episode of American Memories Continued. As I sat on the front porch, enjoying the warmth of the sun and staring off into space today, a small but important thought crossed my mind. It was actually a memory that came back to me. Something that I hadn't thought about in over 40 years.